go. We draw by card or pen and arm, but it is what to know, that the water is a shallow storm, of little which our harm is that. Statistics they do flash across the screen of white, eye patches on a window rack. Mustaches are no cover. It is the blast that doesn't hover anywhere seen, blue as a motherfucking spleen. Brothers and sisters and cis-brothers and cis-sisters of white America, we must murder our families and sterilize each other and pluck each other's eyes out. And if we must fuck it all, only engage in sodomy. Off-White, No Wave, Part 1. In the beginning, there was the story of the first annual Steal a Turkey for Thanksgiving, and its bloody feathers getting stuck all over the car as the wheels spun on patches of ice. From the bottom of every hill, it was the colors. No, her jacket was waterproof, and though her bum damp, it didn't matter. There was a time when OPEC could appear on a page and cut out the American imperialists' eyeballs, sending soon-to-be mothers away from what they were soon to be into what they were, increasingly, no longer English, soon to be. They have been and will continue to be so many, there have been and will continue to be so many white undocumented immigrants. By this is meant the abandonment of usual order of words in English sentence. Age from the bottom of the hill didn't matter. Waterproof jacket and his bum in all colors, though, was. There seems to be a page when OPEC and how close it was to be away for a moment, to soon cut out, and the eyeballs of U.S. imperialism are now increasingly in English, should be soon. There are a number of non-white immigrants will continue to be. It is designed to reject the usual order of words in the English sentence. Turkey for Thanksgiving, at the beginning of the first year, there was a story of the theft and feathers and blood all over the car getting stuck in the snow patches and spun the wheels. While the OPEC may appear on a page and cut out the eyes of imperialist America, mother sending soon as they increasingly more distant than previously was English, soon. There have been and will continue for many undocumented immigrants, white. This is a sentence in English means abandoning the usual order of words. The story begins in the first year of the theft, was a turkey for Thanksgiving, and runs the entire length of blood feathers stuck, the axles ice. Paint the bottom of the hill without a waterproof jacket, and if it does not matter, how wet ass. This next one is kind of like the preface to these poems I've been writing from the thesaurus lately. Agonies of Roget's death. Old, age steals, the number of those, with those whose infirmities are often unknown, and gently glide along declining, with the stream of small years, obvious to withered others. Others withered slow, but the imperceptible degrees stream along the years compared, declining, glide gently upon us with infirmities, those whose disease indeed steals age. The stream embittered those of us whose glide, even when obvious to others, thus gently unknown to ourselves, is small indeed. When compared, the number steals and is withered by degrees. These next ones are from the thesaurus. They're words that I call, like the titles of them are words that I call like internal margins of the thesaurus. So I don't know if you guys have looked at like the original form of the thesaurus, but there's 1,000 categories in it. And each category, there's actually more than that. The Peter Mark Roget wanted there to be exactly 1,000, but in fact there's 1,022. And so for the extra 22, because he was obsessed with symmetry, they're like little a's. So for example, 450A would be one of these. Well, each of these, so I wrote for each of the 22 internal margins of the thesaurus, I wrote poems, and so I'm going to read a few of those. In extension 1, resin. We stuck and stock. We stuck to how about use. We stick like poke. We stick with the word folk. We folk with the word stick. We poke like stick. Used to bout how we stuck. Stock, we stock, and stuck. In extension 2, non-resonance. Some things sound dead. Thud and thumb, muting out of damper head. Fraction 1, absence of choice. First come, first serve of necessity, etc. Necessity first serves partial neutrality. Communism said the first night of etc. Et said etc. of the first partial night of communism. Neutrality to necessity serves first. Fraction 2, indiscrimination. If neutralization were to occur first, communism could serve all those of necessity who come to communism first of night. If night come first, wear through the wary, win, in partial neutrality of the movements that serve to occur first in the communism that first occurs, but if and when night wear to wear wolf, would wolf. Wear communism on your shirt or whatever, werewolf. It'll never come. It'll never come. It'll never come of the movements that serve partial night of first necessity. Just two more. Absence or want of intellect 1. Contingent duration. Carrying the swords, balancing. Act that it is. Cutting up tense like nobody. Like no. Body is business. Really happening. Absence or want of intellect 2. Absence of influence. Corned beef all over the floor. 4 whole words. Away with birds of prey. Sipping blood of hermits. Thanks. Yeah.
Julian from